to another episode of the Gunman Insta Live. Tonight we have got slick operator Denzel. No, not Denzel Washington. Denzel O2, who fights out of Moreno Boxing Gym, who is a slick, hard-hitting one-punch artist. One-punch knockout artist. This guy enjoys batting up next man. Let's find out a little bit more about this kid. He is really, really good. And if you're a fight fan, you need to know more about this chap. Let me get him in. Here he comes. Yes, Denzel.
Yes.
How are you, my G?
We're good. How are you?
I've been waiting a long time to see your face on my Insta Live.
Yes.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you on.
Yes. We're here.
Welcome to the Gunman Insta Live. This is a platform for exceptional fighters like yourself to come on and share your story with the fight fans. Now, for anyone that does not know this brother, he fights out of Moreno Boxing. He is coached by the Method Man, aka AMC, and he is making waves on one of the top promotions in London, Fight Zoomy, and knocking mans out with single shots. Is that a good enough intro?
Hey, that's perfect. Thank you very much.
Is that a fair intro?
It's a fair one. Very good.
Denz, it's a pleasure to have you on.
Listen,
first things first, I think the fight fans want to know, when are you going to start taking titles off of people like their Prince Harry and Meghan? we need to see strap season, baby.
Yes. So we'll talk about the white policy, right?
Yeah, we want to see you start winning winning. I want to see you laden in belts this year.
Yeah. So with me, obviously I'm 19 years old. I'm young. So me and my dad and Coach AMC were talking about moving to the amateurs, to really try and win some titles with some good competitors. So that in the pro game, I'm well known. So we're thinking of transitioning to the amateurs to see what we can do in there.
Yeah. How are you moving to the amateurs like imminently, or are you going to stay on Fight Zoomy for a little while longer?
I think as soon as possible, because the season ends end of June. So I'll try to have like a few fights in June, and then the next season starts in September. So we'll
now,
see.
are you on this mouth-watering June the 15th Fight Zoomy card? I mean, some of the lineup I'm seeing popping out in my feed, it's always good fights on that show. Are you on that card?
Obviously,
can you not talk about it yet?
Yeah. Obviously, we're talking with Fight Zoomy League, AMC, my dad. We're talking to see if it makes sense to jump on that show or go straight to amateurs.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see you on that show, June 15th, because I mean that bill is
top card that is.
Always a good show. I was at the last one and I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and it's refreshing to see a show with proper fighters on. I'm seeing a lot of shows with fighters like that can't fight as main event. You know what I mean? Like, it's always got good fighters on all the way through the card, and I respect that. Now listen, why have you got no fight name? I haven't seen a fight name.
Obviously, this name came up actually recently. I had a name called the Golden Boy.
Like it.
Obviously, Oscar De La Hoya, as trademark that. So I have to think of a new one. But me and my dad have come up with one called the Craftsman. It's when your hands are skilled to perform, wonders actually.
Yeah.
So literally the craftsman. Don't be surprised if you're seeing them.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's quite good. I like that.
yeah. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, I was thinking, what about Denzel obliterate them
Yeah,
otters?
you know. So that's good as well. Like
Yeah,
dynamite. You know, I have that one punch knockout. So obliteration, dynamite, all of those. I don't
love
mind.
it. I love it. I've seen you reboot a few opponents, literally with like you've had to
Reboot.
call. They've had to call IT and reboot them. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
one punch. Is there a key to the one punch knockout in your opinion?
You know what? As soon as I go into a fight, I don't look for a knockout. You know, I go in there. Of course, you've seen a glimpse of my boxing. There's actually a video on YouTube where I fought at York Hall.
Yeah.
I fought 3 rounds, but I still knocked him out. But I showed more of my technical ability. So I can box, but obviously, as soon as I see the opportunity, I go for it.
What's the secret to it then? Is it timing? Are you born with it?
Hey, I'm born with it, and it's literally once I see it, something clicks, and I perform. I don't know, it's supernatural.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Supernatural.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see, and it's what the fans like to see.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's great to see people jumping in here and showing you some support. If anyone's got any questions for Dens, fire them in. Let's put some pressure on him. Let's ask him some tricky questions. I've got loads for him. But if you're not following him, make sure you are following him. He's going to go on a remarkable journey, and it's going to be a pleasure to watch. So, make sure you're supporting Dens. Make sure you're supporting the Gunman. Plenty of good interviews coming up. So, for anyone who hasn't seen you, then Dens, how would you describe your style? I mean, I've seen you, but
yeah,
for
yeah.
anyone who hasn't,
So if you haven't seen me box, I'll say my style is so you know how Devin Haney fights, like behind his jab,
yeah,
very very technical. I think
yeah,
I'm a very technical operator, but I can, switch you off with a right hand, left hook, either one. But I would compare it to Devin Haney
yeah,
and power wise, Javonte Davis.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you look at those guys to sort of formulate your style? Because a lot of people have like a favorite fighter and they
yeah,
try and emulate certain things that certain fighters do. Are those two your favorites?
yeah. So I watch a lot of Devin Haney sparrings because I like the way he sticks behind his jab, 1-2s, technical, simple. Boxing's about being simple, technical, doing things that are right, slipping. So even Javonte Davis, his pressure, his finisher is remarkable. So
Remarkable, yeah. What did you
just
make of the Haney Garcia fight? Did
I
you see
couldn't
much of
believe
it?
it, man. Honestly, like
No.
it's a shocker, like seeing Ryan Garcia do a madness on social media. We all thought that he was gone in the
Yeah.
head, but he performed such a beautiful masterclass. Literally, well, not a masterclass, but he did what he had to do.
Yeah, he dealt with him,
Yeah,
No one saw that coming. Like, you wouldn't have bet on that, would you?
yeah, literally.
You would not have bet on that at all.
Mm.
So let's talk about the team. Now, you're with the Method Man, aka AMC. Lovely guy. There he is as well, right on time. Now, I've got a lot of respect for this guy and his brother Will, and I've interviewed Will a few times. And I love watching from the outside what you guys are doing. Can you tell us how you ended up hooking up with him in the first place? And is that your first coach?
Yeah, it's not my first coach, but it's my last coach. But
Brilliant
I've,
answer.
I've the way I met Jafet and Will was quite, I don't know, like it happened, like so it's like it was meant to happen. So Will was working in the same place as my mum, so my mum met Will first, and then Will was my mum obviously told Will about me because we both did boxing. So Will wanted to hook up with me because he does boxing. So like, in training, teaching me a few things. So one time I went to Moreno gym with my dad we met up with Will and Jafet and saw the work that they're doing. And I had a few sessions with Jafet, and me and Jafet clicked. So we decided to move to Moreno and train with Jafet, and we haven't looked back since.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, and you haven't been beaten.
Yeah,
have you?
it's working. It's working. So
yeah,
there's no need to change.
how many fights have you had now? For some reason, I'm thinking 3 or 4. Is that right?
Yeah. So I've had 4 fights.
4, yeah.
But what's funny enough is like I started with an amateur gym when I was 15. My dad took me to a gym when I was 15 called Nemesis.
Yeah.
It's an amateur gym. I had a lot of sparring, but I didn't really like fight because of education purposes. Like I had to I had things to do with education, just focus on education before I go to boxing, which was kind of hard to balance. But as soon as I turned 17, I started to take it seriously mentally. So yeah, that's when I transitioned to Jafet, and then we started getting fights.
Yeah, Jafet's AMT, right?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, no one knows him. I just call him the meth. I was thinking, who's he talking about?
Method
I'm
man.
only joking. So listen, were you born to fight, or did you learn to fight? Are you learning to fight?
I think it always came natural to me. Like when I walked into the gym and when I was 15, like I always had, I'm very athletic, so boxing wasn't really like something that was like hard for me to grasp. But obviously, there's still more to learn. But I think, I was born to fight. Natural talent.
Were you a naughty boy at school?
So not a naughty boy, but I was not a naughty boy, but like obviously I would get up to stuff.
Could you fight on the street?
No. I didn't do that. I actually didn't do that, but obviously I, was mischievous in school.
Don't lie, Denzel. Hanny, LB10. This is a gunman. It's the live. There's no silencer. There's no safety catch. I like to ask a tricky question because that's what we want to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I'm getting at is did boxing save you, or did you just go into it because you actually just I like the sport and I went into it and I'm learning to box, or were you born to fight? You got in a few scuffles and needed it to put you on the right path.
Obviously, me, like I'm very like active, so I like to do things. Like that's why I love sports. When I was growing up, football, all of that. So my dad took me to the gym to keep me busy, keep me occupied. So as soon as he saw that I could, I had power. He took it seriously with me. So now we're seeing the rewards. Yeah.
So I think you've had, again, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you've got 3 knockouts out of your 4 fights. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mate, I'm not gonna cross you.
Yeah.
That is lovely. I mean, that's really good at this level because I think what people don't understand. I mean, I had 11 fights when I was boxing. 3-minute rounds. 3 rounds is really hard to knock someone out. It really is a lot harder than people know. It's not long. Like 2-minute rounds is 6 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's remarkable. And we'd love to see if you can translate that power as you go up the levels, which is fantastic. Let's just talk about your gym, Moreno Boxing, as well. So in the gym, are you always training there, or do you move around for sparring and stuff?
Yeah, so that's my main gym right now. In terms of boxing work. So we go to Moreno to spar. We can go to the amateur gym, Palmer Bill, to spar. And yeah, in terms of S&C, it's either Moreno or at actual gym. Right now, I'm doing strength conditioning with Will. So he's building me up into a beast like he is. So
were you in the right company?
Yeah,
Jesus, that guy.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if you see like quicker knockouts. Because he's building me properly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're looking full. You're looking full in the face. You're looking stronger for sure. Let's talk about your last fight. You was fighting on Fight Zoom again, as I said, one of the top shows in the UK. Brilliant show, great fighters on that show, and you was matched against a guy. I'm going to try and pronounce his name, Manu Laiconzo.
Laconzo, yeah. That's right.
Laiconzo.
Yeah.
Manu Laiconzo. There you go. And he pulled out. Why? Can you explain to the fight fans what happened there? He pulled out, and what happened?
Obviously, I have no like I don't know why he pulled up at all. I had that issue with my first fight. The guy that I was meant to fight my first fight pulled out, so I actually had a replacement on the day. So in terms of him pulling out, I don't know why he pulled out, but he probably saw a couple of videos and was like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, didn't fancy it.
Yeah, no way.
But the thing is, I think he's, again, I'm going just go off my own kind of knowledge on this. I think he's like 36, 35, or a bit older. So he's experienced, isn't he? So you'd think he'd.
Yeah, man, you're coming.
He is older, isn't he?
Look, you're coming in with a small boy like Denzel. Like, why are you scared? He
probably saw you training with AMC, because I've seen you training with him. You're just moving around him and destroying him.
Yeah,
destroying his mitts.
Deep down, but deep down, so I know why he pulled out. You know, like obviously, you know, so I'm a very, very like, so I'm just tough to deal with.
Is that the first time you've had someone pull on you?
No. My first fight, he pulled out, so nothing new. But it's good for me. It's good for me because it's all experience for me. So. Yeah.
How do you find it mentally when you've been training for someone and suddenly you have to shift focus and you don't know who you're fighting and then you're worried about or concerned? Are you concerned about, you know, your mindset having to change and think about a new opponent, or how do you handle that?
Yeah, so you know, it's tough, obviously, you know, with pull-outs, because no one really wants to go through a pull-out. You know, we train for this guy, we watch tapes on this guy. So when you pull out on the fight week, it's obviously not ideal. But obviously, it comes with the game. Like, you have to learn how to like adapt to certain situations. So it's helping me. You know, I'm young. I'm experiencing these type of things. So when I experience this at the high level, I've dealt with it already.
Do you think you have to go back and finish off this brother? You know what I mean? He pulled out on you, Manu Laiconzo. He's pulled out. Do you have to go back and deal with him, or have you moved on?
Depends if you want to. Like, you have to speak to AMC, man. Like,
how do you feel though? If you had the choice, no, you know, questions on availability or whatnot.
Yeah,
would you go back and take him out?
He's not really a draw, so there's no point in me going back. Like, he already pulled out for a reason.
Yeah. So
like, if I was going back, it's like I would need to get something from it.
Yeah.
You know, if you put a title on the line, maybe. But I don't think that would happen.
Yeah. So you think you allow him?
Yeah. allow him.
Yeah. Because sometimes those sort of things sit on people, you know? You'd be like, oh, I've got to just go back and finish him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like in Mortal Kombat where it says finish him.
Yeah.
And then it's like not pressing the killer button.
Yeah.
And then
but like me and Manu had no like bad intentions towards each other. So there's no really like any bad blood with us. So he can.
Have you had any beef in any fights yet?
No, not at all. Not at all. No beef. I think the day I'll get some beef, you'll see. You know, we'll be on this live, face to face. You know, I haven't done a face to face before. Yeah,
well, listen, I'd love to get you on here for one, for sure. I've done some crackers on here, to be honest with you. It's been brilliant, actually. I'll tell you what, they make great viewing as well. Like, the viewing numbers is always really good. 100%. Yeah, 100%. People love it, you know, people love it. I enjoy it as well, because it's an easy night's work for me. I just go, oh, who's going to win?
You sit back and let them do the job.
What are you going to do to him? Oh. And then just kick back, and you know what I mean, and the whole show just unfolds.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So you're not really getting any beef now, because I was going to talk about, you know, sort of psychological warfare, and you know, Will all night long, who we spoke about, he's brilliant at it. comes in with a mask on. You know, he's the friendliest guy when you meet him, but you can't believe such violence runs through his mind when it's go time.
100%.
And I feel you're similar. You know, I saw you before your last fight. You were focused. You came out with a bulletproof vest. Where can I get a bulletproof vest from?
Hey, literally, like,
quality.
yeah, literally, when you meet me in person, like, you're talking to me right now, like, I don't seem like the type of guy to really, like, put my hands on someone like that, but that comes with it, it's good being able to switch on the night, and knowing how to carry yourself outside the ring and inside the ring. I think that's what me and War are good at, you know.
Yeah.
Me and War are very, very nice guys, very respectable. But when it gets to fight night, we know how to switch it on.
Yeah, it's business, mate. It's business. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
It's business time, you know what I mean? And you got to remember, if the opponent could have it his way, he would knock you out in 5 seconds.
100%.
You know what I mean? If he could have it, if he could have it his way. So you can't be like, oh, you know,
Exactly.
Talk me through the bulletproof vest that you come out in.
Yeah, so you want to know a funny story? A funny story is, with the bulletproof vest, like, I had a robe that I was meant to wear, like, coming out, that matched my shorts. You know, my shorts was very, like, obviously sparkly and all of that. I had a sparkly robe. It didn't come on time, so, you know, we had to improvise. So I had a bulletproof vest sitting there, so I was like, hey, why not?
What? Who just has a bulletproof vest just sitting there?
So I actually wore it. To the event. Like, I actually wore a bulletproof vest to come. You know, that's part of my outfit coming into the place.
Mate, that is quality.
Yeah, let me wear it out.
Yeah, it's absolutely quality. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I think you got to keep going with that, ain't you?
Yeah. Look, you never know. It's war. It's war gun, man. It's war.
Love it, mate. Yeah, it's a funny way. Got bulletproof vest on the Insta Live, on the Gunman Insta Live. That would have made more sense. I've got some quick fire questions for you, and I want to just find out a little bit more about the man behind the dangerous operator in the ring. What's your favourite punch?
My favourite punch? I'll say the uppercut is like my go-to punch, the uppercut. Uppercut, my favourite. You know, using the right hand, you know, really timing an uppercut. That's why I like short fighting, like shorter fighters. You know, they come forward, bang.
Yeah.
Man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you ever been dropped?
Have I been dropped in a fight, sparring?
Ever?
I actually haven't been dropped before. Never been dropped.
Lovely.
But you know, like, being like, there's a thing where this game is tough. Sparring partners can come, sparring partners can go. You know, there's a fighter that can always bring the best out of you. So even if you go down the sparring, there's nothing wrong with going down the sparring. But as long as you get back up and continue, that's what's good.
Beautiful. First round KO or boxing masterclass?
Boxing masterclass. Boxing masterclass. 100%. You know, you're showing the crowd what you can do. Face adversity. You know, go through all around, showing your stamina, your heart, the lion inside you. Like, I think even like getting in the rounds is really good. So first round knockout is amazing. You know, we don't get paid for overtime, but my preference is the distance shown boxing masterclass.
Yeah, and just like hit, don't get hit. Like,
that's beautiful. Beautiful boxing.
Punch perfect. When you see a punch perfect performance,
100%.
As a purist, it's beautiful, isn't it?
100%.
It really is.
100%.
Who's your hardest sparring partner? And you can only name one.
Hardest sparring partner. I would say an amateur called Anwar. Anwar is obviously upcoming boxer, very good. He has that bivol style, so he's, you know, up and down, really testing me. Yeah. Really testing me in the gym. So it's good to have him down, you know, to see test my defense, test my movement. So yeah, hardest spar.
What does that brother do that causes you problems? Is it footwork? Is it speed? Or
look, he knows like distance, so you know he's in and out a lot. Like he's in. So when someone's in and out, got their hands up. He's very tall, long. He's taller than me. Like you know, you don't really see like middleweights like that tall, but he's tall. So, you know, he's in and out, really making me think, moving out the corner, a pressure fighter. So, yeah, very, very good to have him in the gym.
Fury or AJ?
Hey, AJ, all the way. AJ. There's no question. AJ.
Favorite fighter of all time?
Marvin Hagler.
Oh, that's a good shout, that is, isn't it?
Marvin Hagler.
What a bad man.
Yeah.
What a bad man.
100%.
What a bad man.
There's no need, like, it's indescribable. Like, he's a quality fighter, you know. His combinations, his movement, his power, says it all, really.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
100%.
Defense or attack?
Attack.
Yeah. I'm just going to elaborate on that, because do you think about attacking first, or do you think about not getting hit first when you're in a fight?
When I'm in a fight, I'm cautious. So, you know, as you go into a fight, you always think about defense, but, you know, it's good to put pressure on an opponent, because attack can be a form of defense. So it's good to attack your opponent, you know, so that you don't get as much back onto you as possible. So I'll say attack.
Yeah,
so attack is key.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. More money or more time?
More time. Time is money.
Time is money. But imagine if you had a shitload of money, you could have a fucking great time.
That's true. Look, both ways. That's true. But like, both ways is good. Like, you know, time is money. If you have money, you can have a good time, as you said. But I'll say time still, man. Look, if I have time to go back and know what I know now to my 50-year-old self, I think I'll be further.
Overhand right or left hook?
Left hook. All day.
Right. I've seen your bloody left hook as well, Dan.
You see that live?
I already knew the answer to that question, really. It's phenomenal. Okay, couple more for you. Conor Benn or Chris Eubank Jr.?
Tough one. I'd say Chris Eubank Jr., man. I'll say Chris Eubank.
Why?
I feel like Chris Eubank has the power. He knows how to box. He knows how to move around the ring. Obviously, Conor Benn is a very, very quality fighter. He's a pressure fighter, so he can catch you anytime. He's very, very powerful as well, explosive. It's a 50-50 fight for me, but I prefer Eubank. I prefer Eubank, yeah.
Saudi Arabia or Las Vegas?
Ooh.
I thought I'd get you some quick fire questions. Get you thinking. Yeah,
thinking.
It's a bit different and a bit of fun.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because of money.
Hey, look, the money is in Saudi, man.
Yeah,
the money is in Saudi.
Vegas.
Vegas is good as well, but you know, Saudi.
Yeah, Saudi. Saudi's where it's at. If you could fight any one fighter on Fight Zoomy right now, next fight before you go amateur, who would it be? That you think would be like a super fight for you, a good fight for you.
A super fight, like an actual super fight.
What fight would you think? I wouldn't mind beating this guy. I need to beat this guy. However you interpret it, super fight and a good fight for you, a fight that would excite the fans. However you want to interpret it. What fight next on Fight Zoom if you was fighting and you could choose yourself?
Yeah.
Or is there anyone you just don't like and you just want to smash their face in?
I have no beef with no one, man. I have no beef with no one, like, so I just get the people that they give me. But in terms of the new opponent for like an opponent Fight Zoomy, I don't know actually. Like
an interesting fight. Sorry, go on.
So like my weight, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
so I don't really know anyone like that's, you know, popping in my weight. The only person is a good friend of mine, Ashley Thompson, Kidash. You know, he told me that he's coming back to 73 kg. So, you know, we're joking about that on Insta DMs. So yeah.
Oh, really?
That's a big fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good fight. I think I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. Ashley Thompson, very good fighter.
Yeah. That's a good fight, isn't it?
That's a good fight. Yeah.
Do me, you heard it.
That's my guy. That's my guy. Though he knows. Yeah, he knows. But yeah, that'd be a good fight. 100%.
That's a good fight. Yeah, that's a good fight. Okay, here's a tricky one. Yeah, who's your favourite fighter at Fight Zoom, but no one on your stable? Like, who do you just like watching?
I like watching Keaton, that Keaton guy. You know, very solid fighter.
He's on tomorrow.
Yeah, he is. He fought my brother Kwame. You know, Kwame's a very top fighter.
Yeah.
You know, I love the way Kwame moves. He's a very good fighter. So for him to beat Kwame, Keaton's a very good fighter. So I have to give it to him.
Some people said that was 6 rounds to 0. How did you see that fight?
Nah, not 6 to 0. I'd say more 4-2. 4-3.
That's exactly how I scored it. I
4-2,
I saw
not 6-0.
Someone was telling me it was 6-0, and I said, "Nah, it's a 4-2.
Yeah, man, that's a hater. That's a hater right there.
No, it was their team. But
their team. Oh, really?
Or it was like a fan, one of their fans.
Okay.
Not their corner. It was a Keaton fan.
Okay, good.
Let me correct that because I don't want to make it like make it sound wrong. It was a fan in the crowd. It was 6-0. And I said, no, it was a 4-2 fight. I said, exactly the same as you. I'm interested that you said that because that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 4-2.
So I would say 4-2.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. But it's two good operators, man.
Look, tough match, like chess match. Like literally, both of them are suited for each other. Like it wasn't a mismatch. They both were meant to be in the room with each other. If it was a mismatch, it wouldn't have gone 6 rounds. 6 rounds is too long. The fact that
mismatch is nowhere near the wording.
Yeah, nowhere near mismatch. Look, the fact that they both got in there, they fought 6 rounds. That shows alone that they're both at a solid level. Both of them at the top level. You know, I rate that 6 rounds is not a joke. It's not a joke.
Yeah, Keaton's on tomorrow. I've been trying to get your brother on for a little while, but we just missed each other.
He's coming.
He will come. We just missed each other. I mean, I think one time it was like close to a fight or something, and I will get him on. I definitely want to get him on. He's a great fighter. He's a really good guy. I interviewed him before the fight when he was getting his hands wrapped. And it was brilliant to actually meet him in person.
Yeah.
So just lastly now, and I'll let you go. But you know, what's your plans for this year then? So are you thinking maybe one more fight and Fight Zoom, then straight into the amateurs and do the amateur season? Is that what we're saying?
You know, we never know. Like June 15th. Look, if they give me a fighter that I can't say no to, I have to do it. But my main priority is amateurs. You know, winning top titles in the amateurs and then turning over to pros. I think so. You like that as well. You know, see me in there with quality world class fighters and like going like a straight path to where I want to go to, which is the pros. And we'll see.
Mate, yeah, I love it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll be following you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm you know, that's what I do. I stalk good fighters. That's what my job description is. I stalk good fighters. I literally follow people that I like their style, or I like what they're doing. I'm following fighters of all levels on here. And I'm watching what they do, watch their camps. I mean, I go to a lot of the big fights. I've been to Froch Kessler. I've been to Klitschko. I went to Triple G versus Golovkin. Oh, mate, I went to De Groves and Gale.
Wow.
I'm going to Olympics this year, you know, in Paris. I've seen Lee Campbell fight. I've seen Mate, Amir Khan fight. I've seen Canelo. I've literally like.
You've seen them all. You've seen them all.
Yeah, I went to Yoa Beterbiev over last year, which was one of the phenomenal fights.
Top fight. Top fight. Top fight.
Like, I go to a lot of the fights. I'm always watching fighters. I fought myself. Had 11 fights myself.
Okay.
Like, so I'm just like ingrained in the game. Like, I really am. I really am. And but I love it, man. So when you go, my point is, when you go pro, I'm gonna still be following you, like following you around. I'll just be tracking your journey, and hopefully I can get you on here more often.
100%, 100%. Anytime.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely brilliant to follow your journey. So listen, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. I hope you fight on June the 15th. I really do.
You know, so a lot of people are telling me that,
that's me being selfish.
Yeah. If it makes sense, I'll jump on. But you know, so you know what I want to do. You know, fighters that I'm gonna meet in the pro game. You know, trying to get as much experience as possible. But June 15th, you never know.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, big up yourself. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the live. Keep on batting them up, keep on brocking them up, and keep on churning out those one-punch knockouts, because us as the fight fans absolutely love it. You're slick, you're fast, you've got great feet, and anyone, as I said, is not following you, they need to, because you're going to bring a lot of enjoyment to a lot of people. 100%. Have a fantastic evening.
Cheers, gun man.
Take it easy, Big Denzel.
See you later, brother.